Oh, hey, hey! Lively ones. Good morning and welcome to Monday's show with me, Matthew Wright. It's the 14th of March, which means we have but 6 weeks to go until the royal wedding. 6 weeks left to collect as much commemorative tat as is possible, and we're doing good thanks to you. Arty TWStuff fans Dave and Sally Emery make tea towels for a living, but they only start work after watching Britain's Brightest Daytime Show, and inspired by my quest to find the most tawdry, tacky souvenir tat I can before Wills and Kate tie the knot on April the 29th, Dave and Sally have produced this magnificent limited edition tea towel featuring a beautiful but slightly overweight corgi in the middle of a huge diamond ring. Official price for this, £9.95. I would suggest a bargain at twice the price. I think we will get a simply magnificent piece of tat and a worthy addition to our royal wedding sick bags, our dress-up dollies, and indeed our royal wedding Wills and Kate souvenir photo life-size cardboard cutout, which has mysteriously vanished from the studio. Other show news, there was a distinct possibility Eric the Mic Man wasn't going to be with us this morning, or indeed any other morning, truth be told, after risking life and limb to do good, because you had to abseil down the architectural wonder that is the Harlequin Centre in Watford.
Yes, I did. Yes. So, yeah, it's good luck.
What a helmet! What a helmet!
Thank you, everyone.
And you were so good they made you do it twice, is that right?
So I had to say once on the TWStuff T-shirt and once on the Action for Children T-shirt. So, but everyone, thank you very much for everyone at Action for Children. It's a wonderful day.
And how much did you raise?
£155 and counting, so still money to come in. Yeah.
Good for you. Oh, dear, we have another do-gooder on the panel this week. Fresh from a 100-kilometre trek through the African desert for comic relief, it's Nadia Sawala. Do-gooders. Do-gooders. So, whereabouts in Africa?
I was in the Cawood Desert in northern Kenya, one of the most remote deserts in the world, and boy, was it remote. I had the time of my life, I really did, but...
When you say remote, I mean, I mean, presumably long drive.
Well, I mean, where
bush?
we were... Oh, it just took forever to get there. It took 2 days to get there, but also where we were walking, no man has walked before, certainly in areas that we were walking, in 50 degrees heat. Starting... Wake-up call at 5:15 every morning, lunch at 2, having started the walk at 6:30. Had the worst diarrhoea of my life, thought I was going to die, actually. And then fell into the toilet, which was a hole in the ground. So give us your money.
And do you do that? Is that a sponsored thing or just to use your profile to...
Well, I'm a bit confused about that, to tell you. I think it was sponsored. I'm really worried that the only people that sponsored me, though, are my mum and dad, because this is really flash website and comic relief.
You're saying that Eric might have raised more going down the Harlequin
Yeah, I'm a bit worried.
than you and tracking across Africa.
In fact, now I'm appealing to mum and dad. Please, if you did, just a couple of hundred more.
Give me more.
Yeah, but basically, yeah, I think. Well, actually, they're keeping it a secret. Last count, it was 857,000. But it was great because we were in this insane situation. We're in this, you know, the remotest place in the world, and yet we're getting feeds back. Scott Mills was doing his radio show from there, and each day we were finding how the money was, you know, piling up, and it was phenomenal. Yeah.
Well, now we go from do-gooders to bad boys, very, very bad boys. Here for the week, one of my favouriteest comics, Scott Capurro. And you've been standing on your head, but not for charity, just for selfish personal gain.
Eating
spiritual
vegan
gain.
food, yes, in Maui, in Hawaii.
Oh, my God.
And for a week, doing 6 hours of yoga a day. Yeah.
Now, is that yoga or is
God,
that
how
sex?
did you find that? That's in my hotel room the day before me preparing. Oh, my God.
We actually airbrushed out the 2 friends that you were sharing the room with there, I have to say.
You gotta find some pleasure somehow. A lot of vegan food, a lot of yoga, no salt, no wheat, no chocolate, no garlic, no fun.
Why?
Because I was Hitler's chauffeur in my last lifetime, and I'm paying for it now. No, I guess because, you know, I'm 48, and you know what that's like. Yes.
No, I mean, no, I don't. I can imagine.
I want to stay limber. I like being able to get my legs behind my head because it keeps me very fresh and alive and popular. And so, yeah, I want to stay alive. I mean, the best thing about yoga is that it frees you, you know, from pain and from sadness.
Okay.
And then being in Maui gives you a nice tan line. So nice combo. But we went to a nude beach in Maui, and I haven't been to a nude beach in decades because I'm ancient and I wouldn't think about going. And all my yoga friends all got naked, all the ladies, And I was so shy about it. I kept my speed on. I'm like, oh, I wouldn't really know what to do. I've been in England far too long, and they were running around, flopping about.
Okay.
No, it was really great and refreshing for them. It was. But I think they did it because I'm a gay, and they felt like they could.
No, you're gay.
Well,
unbelievable.
I wasn't before I moved to London, but you know, right. In Rome.
You're on the horses. And let's meet us. It's going to be a long week. The lovely Sarah Cawood. Oh, dear. And you're moving into the orchestra business, is that right?
I am, with a kazoo. I'm doing good today, you see, later on, but I'm not stepping through a desert. I'm just playing a kazoo with about 90 other celebrities at the Royal Albert Hall for Radio 3's Big Red Nose show. So it's Radio 3's Comic Relief effort.
A kazoo orchestra?
Kazoo orchestra. We're hoping to break the world record for the largest ever kazoo collective.
Not the most annoying radio show ever made.
It's not just kazoos.
Okay.
I mean, Sue Perkins is doing her maestro thing,
right.
and Katie Durham and Basil Brush are hosting, and there's some... brilliant, I know, isn't it? Basil Brush.
On the radio.
Boom, boom. And there's some comedians and some classical music, and it sounds like it's going to be really good fun. I'm just doing it because I want to hang out with loads of comedians.
Do you rehearse or just turn up and hope it goes well?
I am going to show up at 7 for a little bit of a rehearsal in the green room. We're doing the Dam Busters and Ride of the Valkyries.
We've been trying to get Sarah to get her kazoos out, but you haven't got them here, have you? Eh?
No, I lost my kazoo.
Have we got one in the gallery?
Oh, no.
Bring out the kazoo.
Oh, no.
The gallery, they've got everything in the gallery, apart from any devices to help make television programmes.
They randomly...
Huge collection.
No.
Here comes Sebastian. Thank you, Sebastian.
Oh, and it's a red one. There you go. This is one
I didn't even know which way.
I didn't even know which way.
On that,
The big end or the little end?
It's about to be me. I didn't even know which way you were meant to play it.
Dam Busters?
But it's that way, yeah. Hang on.
I like the ravey dancing as well.
I'm going to stand next to Miranda Hart, because she's about 6 feet tall and I'm about 5 feet tall, and we look very silly. It's comedy. I love it.
Now, Nadia, I believe questions. No?
Eddie?
That's for you. Questions?
Oh, questions, yeah. Oh, well, actually, I've been told to ask you about being ballet dancer, because you trained to be a ballet dancer.
Yeah.
Ballet is my great passion. But first, I want to ask you, what is a corridor prefect? Because I read you were a corridor prefect.
It's after break times, it's to make sure everybody goes back into the classrooms.
Oh, OK, cool.
Like a hall monitor in America, I think they call them.
Oh, OK. I just never heard... But
not,
why did you give
good
up
enough to be a proper prefect, just restricted to corridors.
Yeah, just corridors after break
so
times.
funny about it.
I was ever so proud. I wore my badge with pride.
Why did you stop training as a ballet dancer?
Because I got kicked out of the Royal Ballet School.
Oh.
Then I went to Arts Ed for a couple of years, and I did Phantom of the Opera for 9 months, and then I got kicked out of Phantom of the Opera, and then I got a job on telly, and it pays more, and your feet don't hurt.
Yeah.
So I thought, this is good. I'm going to stick with the old TV stuff.
Do you still yearn for it?
I was watching a documentary about the English National Ballet Company the other day. No.
Oh!
I don't miss it at all. I just remembered how horrible. I mean, it's so disciplined, and you get shouted at all the time, and you don't eat anything, and you have to smoke 80 fags a day and live on coffee, and it's no life. And then you retire at 25.
OK.
I just saw Black Swan last night. Have you seen that?
Yeah, and it's on the money.
They're
all nutso.
But I think it's better, ballet is better if the lead dancer is on crystal meth, clearly. Right?
They're all nutso. Generalising about ballerinas here, of course, massively.
Now, I should tell you about today's show, shouldn't I? It's dark times, as you know, around the world. We're going to be getting on to Japan a little later. But first, I want to know if anything is going to go in the quest for a perfect IVF baby. Even techniques that use more than 2 parents to produce one tot. The government's asked doctors to approve just such a method, which they say could eradicate as many as 50 different genetic diseases by using genetic material from 2 women and 1 man. Fantastic news for affected parents, but disastrous, wouldn't you say, for an overpopulated planet short of both food and fuel. We'll find out what you think about that before turning to Sarah for the rest of the day's headlines. Then, I wonder if any of you are vexed by a viral ad that some feel cashed in on the Japanese tsunami. The team behind Bing, which is the world's 3rd most popular search engine, sent a tweet pledging to give $1 to the relief fund on behalf of everyone who retweeted their message. A canny way of gaining exposure and doing good, or a hideous cashing in on disaster? What was it? Then, can love last if you don't speak the same lingo as your lover? Apparently Jordan's latest flame, an Argentinian stud, can't speak much English, while everyone's favourite glamour girl don't speak much Spanish. She doesn't care, though. She's not with him for the conversation, apparently. Seriously, though, can love survive when you don't speak the same language as your lover? And finally, a question I never thought I would ask on national television, and that is, can Blue win Eurovision? The boy band is back together, and the BBC has given them a song that might just win on the night. Who cares if we in the Royaume-Uni didn't get to vote for it? Maybe that's the secret. Can Blue come through? Here's Kirsty with the numbers. Kirsty.
Thank you, Matthew, and a very good morning. The number to call this morning, as usual, is 0207 173 5555. Calls will set you back a maximum of 10 pence a minute, and remember, that's based on a BT landline call, so your mobile phone charges and other networks may vary. You can email us, writestuff@channel5.com, and if you'd like to send us a text, the number is 80088. Text will cost 25 pence plus your standard network charge. Not all messages will be shown on screen, and always remember to put TWS before your comment. And don't forget, if you're on Twitter, then we also welcome your tweets, twitter.com/5writestuff.
Thanks, Kirsty. After the break, though, does anything go in the quest for a perfect IVF baby? Even techniques using more than two parents to produce one child. As I mentioned earlier, the government's asked doctors to approve this new method, which could eradicate loads of genetic diseases by using material from 2 women and 1 man. Fantastic news for affected parents, but I'll say again, a disaster for an overpopulated planet, don't you think? 0207 173 5555. That's the number of your thoughts. Easy. Give us a chance. We'll hear what these guys think next. Now,